Hi Scorpio, welcome to The Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today we're going to do the general November reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you know your sun sign and it's Scorpio, you're in the right place. If you know your moon and your rising signs, make sure to look for those as well. I went ahead and already pulled the spread. I'm doing like a partial Celtic cross for the month of November. So your central theme, what's on your heart for the month, we have the Chariot. And crossing the Chariot, we have the Magician. Deep past affecting the present, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. In your foundation, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Divine inspiration, we have the Eight of Wands. So 88, you can look at that angel number. In your fear position, I pulled the Six of Cups reversed, and I pulled a clarifier, and I got the Queen of Wands reversed. Right? Yeah, Queen of Wands. Outcome, I pulled the Four of Pentacles, and I pulled a clarifier for that as well, and I got the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a new deck. Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so like I said, this is a new deck. This is the Jungian Tarot deck, and it is really challenging me. Part of the reason why I'm doing a partial Celtic cross, because I think we'll have plenty of information here. So your central theme for the month of November, we have the Chariot. So there's a lot of kind of need and desire for forward momentum this month. I think you're going to get it. I mean, this is upright. The first half of the month up through the 13th, we still have Mercury and Mars in retrograde, and then we'll be coming out of that retrograde second half of the month. And so, which is total Chariot energy. Chariot energy is kind of like you're waiting, and then things just kind of take off. So I feel like there's going to be a moment of takeoff for you this month where you're really, and I feel like before takeoff is very fruitful too. I get the sense that you guys are getting a lot of things in order. You're rejuvenating your energy. You're preparing yourself for this kind of release of whatever is going on for you in the month, and then once you release, you're going on. So this feels really, really good to me. And your energy crossing the Chariot, I mean, this is your main challenge, but it feels good. We have the Magician here, which is kind of just like you manifesting your destiny. This is you deciding what you want, crystallizing your vision, and then going for it. With the Magician, there can just be a little bit of like, oh no, is it going to be okay? Doubt can come up with the Magician, which is, totally normal. So just keep in mind with the Magician, the doubt that comes up is just kind of par for the course, and you just got to stick it out. You just got to keep going, right? Turn each doubt into a new manifestation that you can use to drive you forward towards your vision. Because the thing about the Magician, the thing that's scary is that you really can have whatever you want. And so, number one, our minds immediately go, wait a minute, that's not true. Because, the mind, works to keep you safe. So it's, there's kind of that ego entrapment, right? Of like, don't do anything new because you could kill us, right? So you just got to push past that fear, and past that noise. And then there's also just like the fear of success of like, oh shit, I can have whatever I want. Oh God, what do I want, right? Is this the right path for me? So as those questions and those doubts come up, just make sure that you're addressing them so that you can continue to move forward. Don't let them paralyze you. Just ask it what it needs from you so that you can move forward safely and securely towards the things that you want. This feels really good, though. This feels really good. Deep past affecting the present, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Just take care of yourself. Do not sacrifice what you're doing here at the behest of what you need to take care of yourself, physically, emotionally, mentally. Don't go faster than you need to. Like, don't get ahead of yourself, which you might want to do maybe out of excitement, maybe out of fear that if you don't, you're going to lose your opportunity. So just keep your own pace. As long as you don't stop, you're not going to lose your momentum. I think it's really important here to recognize that daily consistent steps forward is going to be better for you than like big jump and a pause. Big jump and a pause, right? Just make sure that you are doing your thing every day, even if it's a small thing, because that's going to go a longer way than doing nothing. But I think that's the only thing that's going to prevent you from manifesting what's going on for you here. Keep your pace, don't get ahead of yourself, because if you get ahead of yourself, you're either going to panic or you're going to burn out. And so as you wake up each morning, make sure you're asking yourself what you need in that day to have the fuel to move forward. So make sure that you're taking care of your physical body first. Are you eating well? Check your diet. Are you managing your emotions well? Is there anything you're not addressing? Are you exercising? Are you getting enough sleep? Make sure that you are checking in with those things and fixing what needs to be fixed at that stage first before you're moving on. So don't ignore, your needs, your body's needs, your emotions' needs, in order to continue going on with whatever projects that you're working on, whatever soul-led kind of goals that you're working towards, because you're going to do a lot this month if you manage this energy well. But you need to make sure that you're managing your energy well to make that happen, because that's what's going to help fuel you forward in the right direction. So that's really important. Don't ignore your needs. And I mean, this being in your deep past, I think the message here is just that there may have been times in your life where a belief was instilled in you that you have to ignore what you need if you want to get what you want. And this is just this is the moment in time to unravel that belief. Okay. Foundation. This is what's keeping you grounded and stable this month. We have the 8 of Cups. It's in reverse. I get the sense that you're just a little bit agitated. There's a little bit of surface noise. What's going to ground you this month is to really lean into your practices, your grounding practices, any other spiritual practices that you have, anything that helps you connect with the divine and that core of yourself, so you can get past the surface level noise and into your center, which is always calm, right? Find your center this month. Stay in your center. That's what's going to allow you to operate in a way to where you're paying attention to, the agitation or the surface noise or the choppy waters that you may be experiencing, but you're also approaching that from the level of the fact that you are in your center. And so you're operating from that place of calm. That's what's going to be key for your stability this month. Divine inspiration this month, we have the 8 of Wands, which is great energy. There's a lot of fire in this card from this deck specifically. Move towards what inspires you. Move towards what feels good to you. The thing that magnetizes you and like pulls you towards your destiny. Stay in tune with that. This is a really important month to feel emotionally, intuitively into what's going to bring you fulfillment and joy in your life, and just moving towards it. Ignore the stories, ignore the beliefs, ignore the societal pressure to do something different, and just do that thing that you know in your heart that you feel that you should do. That's what's going to drive you this month. It's kind of the divine message for you. Okay. So your fear position this month. 6 of Cups reversed. Set aside moments this month to just kind of be in your luxury. Make sure that you're rewarding yourself for anything that you do that's particularly hard, because there may be moments where you have to do hard things this month in the service of what you're moving towards. And I think they're just hard in the sense that you're doing new things, so you're facing your fears constantly. You're facing this fear of failure, or this fear of success, or this fear of change, or, inadequacy stories could come up. All of these things, as you're moving towards your destiny, they're going to come up. And if you continue to just chariot energy, right? If you continue to just hammer forward, you're going to lose sight of the essence of it. You're going to lose sight of why you're doing it, the meaning, the inspiration, right? You're going to lose sight of your Eight of Wands. And so in order to kind of break up that feeling of stagnation that's going to come from forcing things forward, make sure that you're breaking it up. And this comes with the Queen of Cups as well. Are you checking in with yourself? Are you getting your basic needs met? Do you have the proper diet, the exercise, the sleep that you need to move forward with your goals in a good way? The Six of Cups is kind of an additional onto that. Make sure that you're giving yourself time to have fun, time to experience pleasure, and make sure your relationship with it this month is reward for a job well done. And so rather than using luxury or pleasure as a coping mechanism, make sure you're using it as a reward system or a break, something that breaks up the monotony of all the things that you're trying to accomplish. I think the fear here is you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop moving forward with what you're doing. You want to just keep driving and driving and driving, out of fear that if you stop, you'll stop for good. But this month is kind of the time to start breaking that story apart. Like I said, again, with the Queen of Cups, if you've come into this month with a belief, right, that if you're taking care of yourself, you're sacrificing the things that you want to do, right? We're breaking that story apart. This is kind of an additional framework onto that of like, pleasure isn't the enemy. It's also not something that you can just do all day long without doing your work, right? And so you're trying to bring this into balance, getting your needs met, doing things that give you pleasure, and then also getting your work done. Finding the balance between all those things is really key. I think there's just this fear that you can't have both, and you just need to moderate yourself. I pulled a clarifier for your fear position, and I pulled the Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah, so the Queen of Wands in the direct, let's talk about that. Goal-oriented, vision-oriented, knows exactly what she wants, and she goes for it. In the reverse, there can just be a little bit, there can be this sense of like sporadic energy, like random bouts of energy and inspiration, maybe over the top, maybe even mania, and then nothing, right? Extinguishes itself, burns out, it's done. And so this is kind of like you're relearning how to use fire in the proper way. Like you're learning how to keep that ember going, that flame going, without the flame getting out of control or extinguishing itself. This is a really, really important lesson. I think this is a really key month for you. And so the fear is that that inability to control your fire. Things are happening for you. Things are going in directions that you've always wanted them to go, right? And the fear is, can I handle this? Can I maintain my work? Can I make sure I'm getting all my needs met? Can I make sure that I'm enjoying myself while I'm doing it? Do I have time for myself to just play and get pleasure and luxuriate and do all these things? Again, I'm just tapping into this belief that you can't have both, that you have to sacrifice one for the other. You can get your needs met, you can have fun, and you can do your work. You can do all those things, right? And so this month is just about breaking that belief that you can't apart. And this Queen of Wands reversed energy is this energy of random bursts of fire with no control. Okay. Your outcome this month, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is all about balance, you guys. The Four of Pentacles you can look at as kind of like one pentacle is your physical body and your physical world. Another pentacle is your emotional body, your emotional world. Another pentacle is your mental world. Another pentacle is your spiritual world. And this is making sure that you're attending to all four. Queen of Cups again. Are you getting your basic needs met? Because out of that balance, that's where your genius occurs. Genius is the magi, right? The magician. This is your genius, right? Your challenge this month is tapping into your genius. This Four of Pentacles is all about making sure that you have balance in your life so that your genius can actually work and do what it has come here to do. This is your outcome. You are balancing this month. You are learning how to balance your life this month. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles, I pulled the Nine of Swords. I pulled it in reverse. This is just about clearing beliefs and stories, and you're doing that. I like this in the reversal for you. This is you recognizing where a belief is occurring, where a story or a narrative is coming up that conflicts with where you're going, and this is just clearing those things out so that you can achieve the balance that you're moving towards. It all feels really, really good. It feels like you know where you're at, you know where the problem areas are, you're actively working through them, and I get the sense that you do know mentally like what you're capable of. It's really just a matter of clearing out the old energy so that you can just do it, okay? This feels really, really good. Again, I mean, the center of it all, we have the Chariot, we have it in the upright. You are preparing yourself in the first half of the month to release the reins and to fly forward. Second half of the month, you're starting to do that. The reins will be unleashed and you're just going, okay? So the only one that can stop this trajectory is you. I just don't get the sense that you're going to stop yourself. Yeah, I feel like you know exactly who you are in this moment, exactly what you want, and you're gonna get it. You're gonna pursue it in this month in a really real way, in a more real way than you've ever done in the past, I think. And you're right at the beginning of this still, right? But this is real. This is real work. You're doing the work. You're doing the work, and you're going to see the results of that. Okay. I think that's all I have for you guys. If you have a personal concern and you'd like to schedule a reading, please do so in the box below. You can follow me on social media. You'll find all of that in the box below. Go ahead and hit like so that other people can see this video. Hit subscribe if you want to see the next Scorpio video. And I hope to see you guys in December.